Hello everyone, welcome to the Battle of Patterhaven, which is totally not being refilmed, where we have two ships of the line from the Aldrich Crown, a Reliance frigate and a surprise corvette, up against 7 spine throwers and 1 flesh sprayer. Let's see what they can do. I bet you're right about that last battle. Yeah, that is one of many reasons why I kind of hate just running battles, because little things can mess it up, and then if you want to do it thoroughly, you have to redo the whole battle, and that just takes hours and hours. And I don't enjoy doing 1 hour of battles, let alone dozens. It seems like the result is pretty well predetermined, though, anyways. I don't know where those are going, but they're not on target. These guys, I think, just don't have the DPS to anywhere near deal with diff defenses like that. Especially when they're missing this badly. Like, so far they haven't landed a single hit in the rerun battle. And the first one they managed 1 hit for 99%, or for 1% damage, but now nothing. Yeah, there's only 2 ships in this one. Reliance and surprise. Now they should have had the cost advantage, because the defenders are only like as much as the bigger ship, a little bit less than. Although the surprise is pretty cheap in comparison. But that's what having like 2 broadsides instead of just 1 does for you. And diff is pretty strong compared to, I think, these actual cannons. I can check though. Yeah, they are actual guns. I think they'd be better off as diff. Yeah, because they're just single autoloader. Diff would definitely do better here and be cheaper. But he may to some extent prefer the aesthetic or implications of actually having clips that can blow up. But this is looking like a very sad one. Very, very sad indeed. And now we just gotta wait for the diff to reload so the ships can die, pretty much. Which it seems they may have. Surprise is at 84, the other guy is sitting pretty low in the water at 73. I can't manage to catch any of the shots, so I don't know if they're even getting close or if they're just all like off by a mile. Because if like the detection is in the mass, then this guy is just totally flying blind. It's getting vaguely close. Oh, there's some damage to this guy. So one of them is at 73%. That's really not going to be enough. And the surprise is 64. An AI killed. Oh, we got tracers back. It is sad that my PC goes into degraded mode with just 2 ships and 8 structures for a total cost below 300,000. Now we keep waiting. And maybe something happens. Alright, well, the Reliance has kind of stopped firing from what I'm aware. Nope, it's still firing. Is it shooting accurately at all? Because I have a feeling it might not be. If it still hasn't done anything. Alright, we'll call this battle here. The Reliance isn't going to do anything. There's just been some small damage to a spine thrower in exchange for both Aldrich ships lost. Thank you for watching this very scuffed battle. Hello everyone, welcome to a debut battle for Ionia's naval forces, where we see four of two types of planes that are contracted mercenaries. We've got 8 of these cool classic sailing ships, and then 5 of these substantially more classic rowing ships, straight from ancient Greece, which are hopefully not going to get totally run over by the actual sailing ships. And then over here on this side, we've got, I think, 18 piranhas of varying types. Piranha devolved and fast fish evolved from Chorus. I'm just going to try and get a wide angle view of this one because there's just going to be a lot of little guys moving around. And it's going to be hard to try and track any fire without tracers on, which are not going to turn on because my PC is crap until only like 2 craft are left, which we're not going to get to anytime soon. Okay. So far we've had 2 of the Chorus ships pretty badly damaged, one of them killed, and this one appears to have lost its turret and a decent bit of health. I think those were, well, this one at least was from, I think, missiles from the planes. I don't know what got that guy. But I suspect the planes will put in some pretty good work in this one. That's 2 damage from a plane bomb. So 3 out of 18's already killed. That's pretty good. This will be the last battle for today, and I will try to get some uploaded, but energy is not necessarily the highest. That is not where I wanted to be. Let's follow one of these planes, see what they're up to. This is, odd how that icon there is a hexagon that's been modified to look like an Ionian symbol. I wonder who could have had vehicles that started branded as with hexagons and a nice neon blue. Interesting indeed. Not an insane amount of damage, but I'd imagine if a bunch of those hit together, they'd do pretty good. Rest in peace this guy's tail, but the gun is still operational. He's probably just gonna sink. We'll see. So there's 2 kinds of planes here. This one, not again. There are fighters and there are attackers. This guy's a fighter. I don't know if the attackers look different. Oh, yep, they do. The attackers are like the twin Mustang looking guys. Interesting how it looks like it's got a drone canopy and then a actual pilot canopy. Now this looks like it can do something. Also, another person with the hollow core missiles with the invisible jet fuel. Big boom, not a good location for it though. Let's see about this guy. Now that was a bit better of a location, but still not going to kill the guy. Oh, another piranha I think just died over there or got close to it. Let's check out the hotspur. Just kind of vibing around. Now, are these guns... I think these are decode APS. But they may just be stock guns. I don't know. Somebody kill that man. Oh, rest in peace, a Charybdis. I don't know what he ate, but it did not taste good. Hang on a minute. What is this thing? I mean, it's decodes to make it look like it's a... Is that a decode torpedo? I don't know. It sure looks like a decode torpedo. The question is why? Does this thing fire torpedoes and that's where the... yeah, that's where the decoration for it is hidden. Okay. That makes... This is cool. I like this. It's got the classic realistic metal shape that was used on a lot of like ancient Greek bows. Much approved. That's a good way to use a more antique ship. Alright, looking at the map, we can see two distinct groups of chorus craft. A total of 9 surviving currently out of the original 18. But one of those, at least, is sinking. And a lot of the remainder seem pretty badly damaged. This group is down to 3, all around 80%. Meanwhile, the group over here, I think there's 5 of them. 4 or 5 that are around 80 or 90 as well. And the ones that are alive, I think a lot of them are missing important systems like the ability to control their depth or their guns or a lot of their health. Or multiple of those. The difficulty about these guys being pseudo-submarines is that they, it's pretty easy for them to go below 80% sinking. Because I don't think they have any emergency ballast system, or if they do, it usually isn't alive by the time they get down to 80%. Nice missile. This isn't where you're meant to be. Isn't where you're meant to be either. These guys run out of fuel. Shouldn't have. This guy is out of materials, but he's also at pretty high altitude and must have just lost it due to damage. Oh, Yeah, because he's at 64% and falling from the sky on fire. I don't know why the other guys crashed. Looking at the map now, we can see that there are 6 chorus craft left. And of the 6, 1 is despawning. Go, Charybdis, go! Alright, we may honestly need to wait for torpedoes to get some of these guys, because this guy's probably in a place where he's hard to detect and hard to hit. One of his fellows, though, who is similarly far underwater, also just got hit. And someone... This guy just got below 80%, but is not quite deep enough to sink. At least not consistently. Still 5 left on the map. But after that guy is gone, it's now 4. 1 at 73, 1 at 87, 1 at 72, and 1 at 84. Make that 1 less. This truly is an epic submarine battle moment. Please tell me you have a missile reloaded so we can end the pain. Tragic. Oh, there goes another one. Should just be 2 left after him. This guy at least is near enough the surface he'll be easy to hit. As long as anyone's close. Okay, so 2 are on the surface over there. This guy is just below it. And appears to actually be sinking for real this time, so let's go look at the other guys. There's, I think, this guy who's getting engaged by those hotspurs, as well as seemingly a few of the planes. Hey, attacker, I don't think that's how low or fighter, I don't think that's how low you're supposed to get. I'm no expert on military aviation, but that is a little bit low. No, just a bit, you know? He's barely got a radar profile. But seemingly not enough for these guys. Actually, let's look at these guys. So, no gun. No gun. Just 2 of them left. Okay, this is a de facto victory for Ionia, just because those guys are not going to be able to do anything. So I will tally the health up and update it. But nice win for the Ionic Kingdom. Thank you all for watching.